Hello there, it's Anna here and welcome to Little Crochet Farm. Today we are crocheting together a no-sew blueberry pie amigurumi. It's one more member for the Sweet Spotty collection that you can find on my website. If you don't know them yet, I invite you to check them out. They are very fun and super easy to crochet and they are all no-sew patterns. But for this blueberry pie amigurumi, you will need a 2mm crochet hook, sports weight yarn, stuffing material, sewing needle, scissors, and black thread for embroidering the face if you want to embroider the face, or if you're using safety eyes, the exactly position where you should place them you can find in the free version of this written pattern that is available on my website. The link is in the description box below this video. I also pin it in the first comment here. But if you wish to download a printable version for you to follow along, you can find on my Etsy shop or in my Ravelry shop. And also you can become a Patreon member, and there for a small monthly fee you can download all the patterns that I publish here on this YouTube channel, as well as on my website, and also some other perks that might interest you. So if that sounds nice and if you want to check them out, the link to my Patreon page is in the description box below this video, and I hope to see you there. Now I'm gonna move myself to the corner over here so we can start crocheting this blueberry pie, but before I go, I would ask you, if you like the patterns that I publish here on this YouTube channel, consider leaving me a like or writing me a comment, sharing with a friend that you think it might like this pattern, maybe subscribing to my channel, or, all of these actions help me, and it helps to support my channel, and that it's very nice of you to do, and I appreciate very much of you doing that, okay? Now, I feel embarrassed, but I'm going to move myself to the corner over here and let's start crocheting this blueberry pie amigurumi together. Great, so now we'll start here with a magic ring or a magic circle, and what we are crocheting right now is the filling. So is this light purple part that will be inside of the blueberry pie, okay? So inside the magic ring you will work 6 single crochet. If this video is too fast for you and you don't know how to make the magic ring, check out the links in the description box below this video. I always leave helpful tutorials about the stitches and techniques I use to crochet my patterns. That can help you out a lot, or you can leave me a comment in the comment box below with your questions and I will be happy to help you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now we will pull this tail tight and we will close here this magic ring, and we'll move on for round number 6. For round number 2, which will work 6 increases, okay? So it will work 6 increases, which means 2 single crochet inside each stitch of this round, and you should have 12 stitches at the end of the round, okay? So here, count how many stitches you have at the end of every round, so you always make sure that you are right on track and you have the correct amount of stitches to move on for the next round. Okay, so now I'm going to work here together with you a couple of repetitions, and you work all the way around. You can also add a stitch marker in the last stitch here of the round. I don't do that usually in the first rounds, but from the second on, I always add a stitch marker. And here I want to show you that I always like to double secure the beginning of my yarn. And how I do that is by waving inside the first round of the toy. Okay, so here just to double secure and make sure that this magic ring will remain very tight and closed. And as a stitch marker, I just use a piece of a different color yarn. Here is optional to you. You can use whichever stitch marker you have in the house. So for the third round, you will work here 1 single crochet, 1 increase, repeat 6 times, and you should have a total of 18 stitches at the end of this round. So we will work here together the first repetition. So we have it here. I will show you 1 single crochet, and here you'll have 1 increase. Repeat all the way until the end, and I will catch you up at the end. So 1 single crochet, 1 increase, 1 single crochet, 1 increase, all the way until the end. So once you finish, that's how it should be looking like. Now, once again, for round number 4, you will work 1 single crochet, 1 increase. And this time you will repeat 9 times, or all the way until the end. And you should have 27 stitches at the end of this round. So here, once again, I will show you. So 1 single crochet, 1 increase, 1 single crochet, 1 increase. Count how many stitches. Count that you should have 27 stitches at the end of this round, okay? For the round number 5, you will work 2 single crochet, 1 increase, repeat 9 times, and you should have 36 stitches at the end of this round, okay? So here we have the first repetition, 1 and 2 single crochet, this is my increase, repeat all the way until the end, and I will catch you up for the next round. All right, so now what we're going to work here is one round, the round number 6, only with single crochet. So there is no increases here, just work 36 single crochet, and I will catch you up once you're done with that. So that's it. For the filling, you will work just all this round. Once you're done, you can cut this yarn here, and we'll work here a invisible fastening off. And how you do this is you skip the first stitch of the round and you introduce a tapestry needle or a sewing needle on the next stitch after you skip the first. So you introduce the yarn on the second stitch, and then you bring the yarn on the back loop of the last stitch of the round, okay? So you kind of fake one slip stitch on top of the stitch that you skip, if that makes sense to you. And that's it. You see, now you can see that it's invisible fastening this off. You can hide this yarn, you can wave in this yarn here a little bit. I will show you. So we'll make sure that when we are crocheting all these pieces together, because that's how we work the nose sew in this pattern, this is all nice and you can easily see, you know, the stitch, where is it? All right, so let's just organize. This is the filling, and that's that. Now we can cut this tail. I will cut just for demonstration, and it's confusing when you have a lot of leftover yarn, but you can leave it because it will be facing inside of the toy and can also be the stuffing kind of material. Now we'll work the crust, okay? So we will start repeating the rounds 1 and 3, 1, 2, 3 of the beginning of this video. So you work 6 single crochet inside the magic ring, 6 increases, and then you should have 12 stitches at the end of the round, 1 single crochet, 1 increase, repeat all the way around, and you should have 18 stitches. Now we'll move on for round number 4. You will work 2 single crochet, 1 increase, repeat 6 times, and you should have 24 stitches at the end of the round. So here's where it's different. So you can back the video here, work round 1 to 3, which is the same as the beginning, and then once you reach here, we work round number 4 together, and you repeat all the way until the end. And now here for the next round, we'll work a little bit different because the stitch has 2 loops, right? The front loop and the back loop. For the next round, we'll grab just the back loop of the stitch, okay? So for the next round, round number 5, you'll work just the back loop and you will work 3 single crochet, 1 increase. Repeat 6 times or all the way until the end, and you should have 30 stitches at the end of this round. So here, grab just the back loop of the stitch and work the full round just grabbing the back loop of the stitch. Okay, so here I want to show you. This line is what we want, is the remaining front loop will form a line around here, this pie, and you can see it, I think, from here. Okay, so once you've done all the repetitions, once you finish this round, we will work round 6 and 7, just 30 single crochet. Okay, we want our pie to be a little bit slightly like this. So we're working 2 rounds here just with 30 single crochet. And you can see it here, the round with the front loop that is remaining outside, the 2 rounds only with single crochet. And now for round number 8, you will work 4 single crochet, 1 increase, repeat 6 times, and you should have 36 stitches at the end of this round. Okay, so now our crust is matching the number of stitches of the filling. Okay, that's important because later we will work with that. All right, so work your first repetition here together. 4 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 increase, repeat all the way around, and I will catch you up for the next instructions. Super good. Now you will work just one round here, round number 9, 36 single crochet, okay? I'm on the end of my day, so maybe I'm seeing numbers wrong and I start to say them wrongly, but then I correct myself. I hope that's all right. Okay, so once you're done, you cut the yarn, you fasten this off like I showed in the beginning of the filling, all right? You fasten off exactly the same. And we have the crust, and now we have the filling, okay? So we can see it here. I'm showing you that we did exactly the same as we did for the filling. We did the invisible fastening off for the crust as well. It's because I just move away. All right, now we're going to work the lid here. So the top of the crust of the blueberry pie. So once again, you will repeat round 1 and 2 of the pattern. So you work 6 single crochet inside the magic ring and then 6 increases. You should have 12 stitches at the end of this round. And now we'll move on here for round number 3. You will work 5 chains, skip 1 stitch and make 1 single crochet. Okay, that's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Skip 1 stitch from your round. So we skip this stitch and work 1 single crochet on the next one. Simple, right? Let's work here together. So you have here the first repetition. So let's work one more. So work 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have 5 chains, skip 1 stitch, and work on the next one, a single crochet. All right, and that's it. Now you'll repeat this all the way around, and it will be looking like a flower. You will see. Okay, so once you work all the repetitions, tada, look what we have. How nice is this, right? Now you're going to work 1 single crochet inside every stitch here. So all the 5 chains count as 1 stitch, okay? So let's work here together, we'll show you. And we will have 36 stitches here at the end of this round. So let's work here together. So now we'll start working 5 single crochet inside the 5 chains that we work in the beginning of the last round, right? So I will show you here the 5 single crochet. And as you can see here, I'm working my stitches, my single crochet. I'm working on the back loop of the chain. That's optional to you. You can grab any chain from any loop from the chain, but I like that it looks more neat when I grab the back loop of the chain, okay? And then you will work 1 single crochet on the single crochet that you work from the round. All right, so that is what is important for you to see. Okay, so count. It's easy for you if you count. So you are here working on the chains. So we have 5 chains. So you need to work 5 single crochet here. Once you count and you work 5 single crochet inside one of each chain, you will arrive in this stitch that you work from the round. You know, you will arrive in that single crochet that you need to work. So go counting in your mind and you will not get lost. You know, you'll find your way very easy if you count. 1 single crochet inside of 1 chain, 2 single crochet inside of 1 chain, 3, 4, 5, and then you arrive and then you work 1 single crochet on top of the other single crochet from the previous round. So work all the way around and look, now we have a nice shape. You see, you have a very nice shape. So you work in the chains and you work in the single crochet from the round. I'm sorry if I'm very repetitive, but I just want to make sure that you understand here. Count how many stitches you have at the end of this round just to make sure you have 36 stitches. That's what you should have. And now for round number 5, you will work just 36 single crochet. So now it's easy, right? Now it's a piece of cake or a piece of pie. I'm so funny. Okay. So now that you're done here, you're not gonna cut this yarn, but because what we are going to do is that we will crochet all of these 3 pieces together, okay? So we'll crochet the lid, the filling, and the crust together, all right? That's so satisfying. I like it so much to crochet pieces together, and we will make such a nice shape for this pie. And as I mentioned, we have a baked one and a not baked one. Okay, it's just because the color are different, and this one, it looks like stayed less time on the baking, you know. Okay, so now let's continue here. So you introduce your yarn on the lid, inside one stitch from the lid, inside one stitch from the filling, and inside one stitch from the crust. Okay, so we have 3 layers here. We will not add stuffing material right now. We will do that when we are almost done. We can cut this yarn here. We don't need that, and we don't want to. We want to avoid to have a little tail coming out of our blueberry pie, right? So let's work here 1 single crochet. That's it. Okay, so let's go slowly in the first stitches. 1 stitch from the lid, 1 stitch from the filling, and 1 stitch from the crust. That's it. Very nice, huh? You have it here. And just pull it very tight, your yarn, so you make sure that this is like not too many yarn left over, you know, in this when you're sewing the 3 pieces together. So give it a slightly pull the yarn. Okay, and that's it. There is no secret. You have 36 stitches in each part of your pie. That's why it's very important for you to count how many stitches you have, okay? So this is what I'm showing you. We'll work all the way around, and then we will work 1 more round, grabbing just the back loop. So we'll have all this, I will show you later, okay? So let's work all the 36 stitches here, but I want to show you here before. Once you work a good amount of stitches, so let's say here you work 24 stitches, you work 30 stitches here. Yum, 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 yum. It looks like a mouth. Okay, coming back with my thoughts. Add a little bit of stuffing material, and then you move on, continue crocheting these 3 pieces together, okay? I cannot get over myself. It looks like a yum, yum, yum. All right, you don't want to add too much stuffing material that will make, you know, where your pie, it will make your pie not stand still, but also you don't want to add too less because you want them to be nicely, you know, fluffy and cute. Okay, so go adding here the stuffing material as much as you feel like that it's necessary, and not too much that you're gonna have like a bump here on the down part. Okay, and once you added the stuffing material, you just finish crocheting those pieces together, okay? Very nice. So here we have, you see that we can have some shape already of the pie. Now we are working this, you know, little crust, you know, when you put the lid and you do it like this, when you're baking a pie. So here you will work for the 7th round only in the back loop of the stitch, 3 half double crochet on the same stitch, and 1 slip stitch. Okay, so you have two loops in 1 stitch. You'll grab just the back loop. All right, so here let's work together here. So you grab the back loop of the stitch, but first yarn over because we're working a half double crochet, and work the inside of the back loop of the stitch. So you work 3 half double crochet inside the same stitch. Okay, so I'm working the 3rd one here. Great, and then you work a slip stitch, back loop. Oh, for this round you will always grab just the back loop of the stitch. That's it. Simple, huh? And then you repeat all the way around. So let's go here once again. So 3 half doubles. This is 1, this is 2, inside the same stitch. So the 3 half double crochet should be inside the same stitch, and then 1 slip stitch on the next stitch. All right, 3, and now here on the next stitch, 1 slip stitch. And that's it, it's very simple. 3 half double inside the same stitch, 1 slip stitch on the next one. 3 half double inside 1 stitch, and 1 slip stitch on the next one, okay? All of this grabbing just the back loop because we want the front loop, you know, to be very nice here, giving a nice shape around. And now we'll just bring this yarn here to the back, so we have a nice, you know, fastening off. You can see it here. Mine, it's here where I'm fastening off this pie. And that's basically it. So the no sewing part of this blueberry pie, not a blackberry, it's done. And we will work the blueberries here. Now, if you want to add the blueberry here, it's optional to you. All right, so a big change here. Baby girl woke up, she needed me, and I went to her room. I put her back to sleep, but then I forgot my shirt that I removed so it's not wrinkled while I'm putting her to sleep, and the shirt stayed there. So I'm not entering the room, I just decided to put a second one, so I'm just filling you up here on what it happens and why this sudden change. But let's continue working out here, and we'll stop in the blueberry. So for the blueberry, you will start with a magic ring or a magic circle, and inside this magic ring you will work 6 single crochet. Okay, so we work this a couple of times with the magic ring. But again, if you don't know how to make the magic ring, and if the video is too fast for you, check out the tutorials that I leave in the description of this video. All right, okay, so here I work my 6 single crochet, pull the yarn tight so we close the magic ring, and let's move on for the next round. Here for second round you will work only in the back loop of the stitch, and this you already know how to do it because we have done it before here in the under part. So you grab just the back loop, you work 6 single crochet, but here before I move on and continue working this second round, I want to show you that I like to double secure the beginning of my yarn. I show you a couple of times already, but I just want to point it out that I do this in every detail, you know, so sometimes if I don't show it in the video, just make sure that I did it off the camera. So right, you double secure the beginning of your thread here, you just wave in the second round, and then when you move for the third round, you work 6 single crochet normally, grabbing both loops. So only for the second round, you will work the single crochet grabbing just the back loop, because we want to give some nice shape of a blueberry, or some effect, all right? And if you see that your detail is crawling up, like pulling, the tension is pulling the wrong side out, just organize your stitches, pull the stitches out to make it the right side face out, all right? And that's it. It should be looking something like that. So you can cut this yarn, you can stuff the beginning of the tail inside, you don't need to add stuffing material, there is not even space to add stuffing material, and you can cut the yarn and fasten this off. And how I do this is I take just the front loop of the stitch, of each of the 6 stitch, and then I pull it tight, and that's that, you know, it's very nice, super easy to fasten off. Just grab the front loop of the stitches, okay? And that's it. Once it's done, I just wave in a little bit the yarn inside, so I make sure that this blueberry is very tight, and I leave off like that. I'll bring my yarn back to the back, so you have the top where you start, so you bring the yarn to the bottom, and that's that. So I'm showing you very much in detail here that I wave in my yarn a couple of times, so I make sure that everything is nice and tight. And look at this, so cute, so tiny. And like this one, you make 3 more, all right? And that's it. I think 3 is a good number because it's a very tiny blueberry pie, but it's very nice. And how you're gonna fasten this here, it's very simple. So you introduce the tapestry needle or sewing needle here under this crust, under the lead that we work, right? Because this lead is loose, right, from the filling to the lead. So you can introduce from under the lead the yarn of the blueberry, and you just fasten once, and you will bring this yarn back to the bottom side of your blueberry pie, and all the 3 yarns you will bring to the same place, because we want to fasten this so it will not move, go, you know, you can play with it, it will stay on the same side, on the same place. And how we make sure that it stays on the same place is by giving a tight knot with all of these endings together, you see? So this will not move. You can pull this blueberry, it will not go anywhere. And then you can just cut and hide it inside of the pie, all right? For one of the pies I did with the blueberries, the other one I did a cute little face. You can of course do a cute little face in the ones that you did a blueberry. And I want to show you here how I like to embroider the face of my toys. And if you're using plastic eyes, safety eyes, you can find the exact position where you should place them in the free written pattern on my website. The link is in the description box below this video, or also pin it in the first comment. But here how I do is I just take a black thread, very simple black thread, and I start making straight lines. So only straight lines, a couple of repetitions, a lot of repetitions, until you achieve the size and the shape of the eye that you want, you know? So here, go slow, make a lot of repetitions. You see I'm speeding off this video here because I make lots of repetitions. And go directing with your thumb, you know, where you want this yarn to be placed. It's very important that you go directing the thread. Once you're done, you just embroider the second one exactly the same. And now I'm embroidering a tiny little mouth between the eyes. So one round between the eyes, the exactly position, in which round, how many stitches apart one from another you can find in the written pattern. It's very easy. Here I just go on where I think it looks nice, where and how it looks symmetrical. And for the mouth, I just embroider 2 lines like this. You know, one line like this, another one like this, and you have a tiny little smiley mouth. Because this toy, it's very small, you know, so all the details are tiny, tiny. So that's it, it's very simple, and I will show you here. Once you are done, you bring the beginning of the thread to outside of the same stitch that you brought the ending of the thread to the same place that you brought the beginning of the thread. Something like this. All the tails out in the same stitch, give a tight knot, and you can cut this. And that's that. You're done. You finish your blueberry pie. Look at this. She looks so cute. I don't know, it's a girl pie. Well, I hope you enjoy crocheting this pattern. You can see that you use different colors for the both. So it looks like this one, it was not cooked. It's not baked yet, and this one is baked, and it have a nice color on top. I'm just, I don't know, wondering. But yes, we finished. I hope you enjoy crocheting this toy with me, this little no-sew blueberry pie amigurumi. If you like this pattern, leave me a thumbs up or a comment in the comment box below. Consider subscribing to my channel. All of these actions help to support my channel and to spread out to more people that might like. And I appreciate you very much for doing so. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you on the next pattern. Bye!